G'day. I'm back again with yet another exciting release from Paris Corner. I did receive Taskeen Caramel Cascade. I got it last week and it's taken me a while to get around to this one, okay? I'm getting there. I have a lot to catch up on. So of course, as you may have seen, Taskeen Caramel Cascade is meant to be a dupe for Bianco Latte by Giardini di Toscana. That's the allegation. I'm here to find out for real, and you guys know I don't sugarcoat things. If I don't think it smells the same, I'm gonna let you know. But you know what? That doesn't mean we can't enjoy it just because it's not one-to-one. We can still enjoy things if it's similar. Listen, just to give you an idea of price comparison, at least in Australia, a full bottle of Bianco Latte, so 100 mils, is 260 Australian dollars. This was 59. So while I find myself to be very critical, I also understand that there is a different level of expectation when it comes to something that is a fraction of the price of the original. You know, if I don't like something about it, then I'm gonna let you know, okay? God, every day that goes by, I just get closer and closer to cutting my hair all off. So first things first, let's just open up the box. It's so pretty. I tried to like match my makeup to the box. Okay, that's kind of cringe. Is that cringe? I don't know. So yeah, gorgeous box. Love the glitter. But let's see the bottle. All right, here she is. Here is the bottle in question. Very simple. Listen, we don't need anything crazy. Oh, hey, hello. Listen, we don't need anything crazy. Simple and clean also gets the job done. I love that. Is this recyclable? Please tell me this is recyclable. Okay, it does look like this is recyclable as well, which I'm really starting to care about this stuff more because, listen, as much as I appreciate a really beautiful unboxing, it really sucks when I have to just throw it in the trash and I can't recycle the cardboard. I don't know. I'm starting to appreciate more just like, you know, keep it simple. Leave it to the PR, okay? Let the big influencers and PR packages, those can have fancy unboxings, okay? These don't need to be, in my opinion. Okay, so there she is. Now, before we open this up and spray it, let's talk about the original. Of course, I don't have a full bottle because y'all, that's expensive, okay? Even this 5 ml decant was a lot. So the notes in Bianco Latte, you've got caramel, honey, coumarin, vanilla, and white musks. I think when I smelled this, I originally said something like it's kind of reminiscent of a candle. I'm not going to lie. It smells really lovely. And I'll spray it again here for you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and spray it on my skin. It is a beautiful creamy blend of that coumarin and honey. I feel like the caramel more sits underneath that tonka bean and that honey. I feel like the honey stands out quite a bit. And there is like a little bit of a bite to it, just faintly. You know, you've got some vanilla notes in there. It's very creamy. The musk, I don't really get a lot of musk. I feel like it's very soft. It's not sharp or pungent on my nose, which is very nice. Listen, to me, it smells like what could be maybe possibly perhaps a really nice smelling vanilla candle. It smells like a Yankee candle I've smelled before, okay? I'm not even gonna lie to you. But it smells nice. It's very, very creamy. You've got some caramel in there, and then you've got just a slight bit of a bite. Very, very soft. I actually don't remember picking that up the very first time I smelled this, but now that I'm smelling it again, there's almost like a faint spiciness to it. Very, very soft and really layered with that vanilla. So don't be worried, it's not spicy. So that is Bianco Latte sprayed. Now, before I spray Paris Corner's version, Taskeen Caramel Cascade, let's look at the notes. So for Taskeen Caramel Cascade, in the top, you've got caramel and milk. In the heart, you've got tonka bean and honey. And in the base, you've got vanilla and white musk. Very, very similar notes. This is saying it's flat out, it's got milk, but not really a whole lot of difference there. All right, let's go ahead and spray this. I am gonna clear the atomizer. I've started doing that again. Okay. Initial thoughts. Maybe the atomizer is very heavy, but I'm getting a massive just blast of alcohol. Very pungent alcohol. Almost smells like you know what? You know what it smells like? It smells like acrylic. Why does it smell like that? It smells like acrylic, like when you do your nails with acrylic, like the powder. It smells like monomer. Why does it smell? Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna spray it on a tester. This is weird. Hold on. Am I just not picking something up? Is my nose not able to smell something? This is so odd to me. What's going on? Please tell me I'm not the only one who's smelling this. I'm waiting for it to dry down. I'm really waiting. It's lacking that caramel. It just smells like a pungent. I literally can't stop smelling this like monomer-esque smell. What is that? Okay, hold on. Let me check the bottle date. I feel like this is actually very important to share with you guys. It looks like it was bottled in March 2023. I don't know if this is helpful. Here's the batch number. I've never had a fragrance smell like this before. I think it might be the honey. Hold on, I'm gonna smell Bianco Latte again. So I go to smell this and I go, oh yeah, I get the very strong like coumarin, very vanilla heavy tonka bean, like a little bit of a spice from the tonka bean. And like there is a milkiness in there. But I smell this, I smell the Paris Corner one. And I wonder if it's just the honey is so, the honey's not the same. I feel like it's either the honey or maybe it's the milk note that they're using, but it's not coming across as soft. I won't even say not as soft. Like how it is now out the box, I wouldn't wear this. I wouldn't even think to spray it on myself. I wouldn't want to spray it on anyone else around me. I wouldn't want anyone to smell like this. I walk around, unless maybe I walk into a nail salon, that's what I would expect to smell. It's right now it just smells like acrylic powder and monomer. This is a bit sad for me, but if you're familiar with Middle Eastern fragrances, you know that you should not judge a fragrance in full by the smell out the box, okay? I'm just gonna have to let this one chill, I think, but I'll still do my part 2 of this, which is I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna step out of this room. I'm gonna let this fragrance settle in the skin, let it dry down for about like an hour or so. And then I'm going to come back and kind of give you my updated thoughts on how they've worn and how they've dried down. So at the moment, it is 9:15 p.m. My phone's about to die. Oh my God, look how cracked my phone is, you guys. All right, I will see you in an hour.
1 hour later.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. It's 10:16, so it's pretty much exactly an hour later. And a couple of things. My thoughts have changed a little bit. So obviously, waiting for them to dry down was going to change the scent, and I knew that. After letting them dry down for an hour, I would say that they're more similar now. The way that Taskeen Caramel Cascade has dried down is more similar now, but it still retained a stronger spiciness. It's not quite as creamy. I still think the Bianco Latte is creamier, softer on the nose. With that tonka bean, I'm assuming it's the tonka bean in Caramel Cascade, it's retaining more of that spiciness. So if you don't want that, you might not like this one. Actually, I had Mr. Zuri smell my arms as well. He initially preferred Caramel Cascade because of that extra bite from the tonka bean. But after letting it dry down for an hour, I had him re-smell, and he was like, yeah, I think I like Bianco Latte more, but they are much more similar. I'm very curious to see how this one matures and ages. This is going to have to be one that I stick in perfume jail maybe for about a month, whip it out next month and see how it goes. It's only going to get colder down here, so I'm very excited to see how this one changes. And if it could mellow out a little bit more, get a little bit smoother, maybe the vanilla will get a bit stronger, I think this would be a lot better. But for me, I can still smell a little bit of like that. It's like the honey is like a little pungent for me. I think in Bianco Latte, which if I'm being 100% honest, you guys, I don't love Bianco Latte either. I think because of the prominent honey note, it's just not a love for me. I typically don't love honey notes in most fragrances. It's rare. But for some reason, the honey note in Caramel Cascade is just not, it's just a little sharp for me. I think Bianco Latte still is a lot smoother. But listen, I think you really got to get past the initial spray. If you're whipping this out of the box and you go, whoa, what is that smell? I think definitely let it dry down. I would not walk out of the house right after spraying this. There's no way. I would need to wait. Like I said, We will see how this matures and ages. Obviously, if you watch my channel, you know I like to revisit these fragrances after like a month or two to see how they've changed. I don't know if I'll include this one in this month's update. It's not enough time. I think this is going in perfume jail, and then I'll probably whip it out next month and then give you guys an update at the end of May or so with how this has changed. But as of now, I don't know if I'd wear it in its current state just because of that initial spray is so off-putting, you guys. It's seriously like straight up like nail monomer. And it's so odd. I've never had a fragrance smell like that strongly, which I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it's the honey. Maybe it's the tonka bean. Both fragrances still very strong. Longevity wise, obviously it's only been an hour, so full assessment on longevity. Again, that will change as well with maturation of a fragrance like this. So I don't even want to make a final judgment on that, but after an hour, I mean, I can smell both very clearly, and I'm just wearing them on my arms here. And I was like sitting on the couch, you know, it's being rubbed up against surfaces. So you know what? It almost smells like there's like anise in Paris Corner's version, which I'm chalking up to the tonka bean, like that little bit of spiciness, but it does kind of smell like anise. But again, it's still very soft. It's not like a very strong spiciness. It's still quite soft, but you're not going to get quite the milky smoothness of Bianco Latte, at least straight out of the box. Okay, that is my first impression of Taskine Caramel Cascade by Paris Corner up against Bianco Latte. Let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of you said that you had already purchased this. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you agree with my assessment? Did you just love it from the initial spray? I'm actually curious to hear from those who had a different experience from me on the initial, like right out of the box. If you had a different package date than me. Again, mine was March 2024 when this was packaged, at least according to the box. I'm curious to see how that differs with different packaging dates. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and you will see me in the next one.